In a small village, a farmer lived with his wife, 2 sons, and a daughter. Their lives revolved around the cornfield they painstakingly cultivated. The farmer ensured the field was well irrigated, the plants flourishing under his care. Among the tall corn plants, a sparrow built her nest, where she laid 3 eggs. Nearby, a frog and its little ones found refuge under the plants. The days passed, and the sparrow's chicks hatched, filling the nest with their lively chirps.
My little ones, you're growing so well.
One day, the farmer stood with his sons in the field.
Sons, the time has come to harvest the corn.
The baby sparrows, hearing this, trembled with fear. That evening, when the mother sparrow returned, she noticed their distress.
My dear kids, why are you worried so much today?
Dear Ma, today morning farmer has come to this field with his sons and daughter and told them we will harvest the corn soon. That is why we are very worried, Ma.
Don't worry, nothing will happen right now.
The next day, the farmer returned with his wife.
My dear husband, when should we harvest the corn?
We need to arrange for laborers immediately for the harvest.
The chicks again grew anxious. When their mother returned, they told her everything.
Dear Ma, today morning also the farmer has come with his wife. The wife has asked him, when you harvest the corn,
Don't worry, nothing will happen right now. My dear neighbor Frog, please vacate the field immediately with your little kids to a safer field.
The frog, overhearing the sparrow and her chicks, was puzzled and asked the sparrow,
Dear neighbor Sparrow, why do you tell your chicks not to worry but advise me to leave the field?
Neighbor Frog, my kids can fly as I can. I have trained them to fast fly. By flying so fast, we can escape quickly when needed. But you and your little ones can only jump to escape. It is very dangerous if the harvest starts immediately. Trust me, you should leave the field now. It is the correct time for you and your kids to go to a safer place.
The frog, confused by the sparrow's advice, decided to stay. The next day, the farmer came with his son and spoke to them again.
Dear sons, we can't rely on laborers. They may not keep their promises. Tomorrow, we will harvest the corn ourselves.
That evening, the mother sparrow rushed back to her nest.
Dear kids, today has the farmer came. What he speak about the harvest now?
Dear Ma, today, the farmer told his sons they will harvest the corn themselves by tomorrow itself.
My dear kids, be ready to follow me immediately. We must leave the field now.
The sparrow led her chicks to a new, safer field. The frog, still confused, watched them leave. The next morning, the farmer and his family started the harvest. The frog, now in a panic, struggled to escape with its little ones. With great difficulty, the frog managed to move its family to a nearby field, realizing too late the wisdom in the sparrow's warning.
We should have followed the neighbor Sparrow's wise advice. Believing in ourselves is important, but sometimes we need to heed the advice of the wise. Ignoring such advice can lead to unnecessary difficulties and dangers.
After 2 days' escapes from the farmer's field by jumping, the frog's family meet the sparrow family. The scene of joining of 2 families is very, very pleasing to see.
Years later, the frog, having learned from the experience, became a source of wisdom in the field. Whenever young animals faced danger, the frog would share the story of the sparrow's advice, emphasizing the importance of listening to the wise and taking timely action. The animals in the field thrived, always remembering the lesson of the sparrow and the frog.